All right guys, so this week I'm coming to you with another wild game cooking recipe. Clay just got back from Texas and brought home a bobcat and said, honey, cook this up for us. So I thought, what better way to cook this than to make some homemade enchiladas. Now we're making homemade everything. We're doing the flour tortillas and the enchilada sauce, and then we're just gonna put it all together into a big bubbling casserole dish. So stick around, you're not gonna wanna miss out on this one. So we're gonna go ahead and start with homemade tortillas. You can use store-bought if you want, but really nothing beats a homemade tortilla. So we're gonna go ahead and get those mixed up because they're gonna set just a little while we get the rest of our ingredients going. So we're just gonna be using some plain flour here and some salt, a little bit of baking soda, a little bit of baking powder, and then we're gonna put some pepper in here. Gonna mix that up really good. So we're gonna kind of make like just a little hole in your flour here, and you're going to pour in some oil and some warm water. So mix that up till you get like a shaggy dough. Then we're gonna turn it out and knead it for just a couple minutes. So there is shaggy dough right there. So we're going to turn this out into a floured surface here and knead this for just a few minutes. And then if it's really sticky, just add a little bit more flour to it. So you're going to knead it until you get a nice smooth dough. Okay. Once you get that kneaded, we're just going to kind of put it into the shape of like a log, and we're going to cut it into pieces. So we're going to take each one of these, roll it into a ball, and then just flatten it out like that. All right, so once you get these flattened out, you're just gonna cover these with a towel and let them sit here while you get the rest of your stuff ready. We're gonna go ahead and make the enchilada sauce here. I've got some oil heating up in my pan. And then so I have a mixture here of some onion powder, Mexican chili powder, garlic powder, and some cumin, and then flour. We're just gonna put this in here and start to make like a gravy paste. And you just want to saute those spices until they start to smell really good. Make sure you stir this the whole time because this will burn really quickly, and you don't want burned enchilada sauce. And then we're going to go ahead and put in about 16 ounces of tomato sauce. And then we're going to pour in some chicken broth. So this looks really watery right now, and you're gonna cook it down so it starts to thicken up. So once you get that mixed in really good, so nothing's stuck to the bottom, we're gonna add in a few more things. We're gonna add in a teaspoon of oregano, and then black pepper, a little bit of cinnamon, and then some apple cider vinegar. Well, the smell has Finn's approval. And then the last thing you're gonna add is some salt. Once you get that mix in, you're gonna turn this up to high, and then you're just gonna let it cook on high for 4 to 5 minutes just to reduce it down some. Make sure you stir it so you don't burn the bottom. And you all know Finn, he's standing here waiting to be the taste tester. Bottoms up.
You taste it first. Ow.
It's not hot.
It doesn't taste like it smells, but it's still good.
It doesn't taste like it smells.
It smells kind of like the burger. What's the seasoning you put in? The chili? Chili seasoning.
Chili powder?
Yes.
It's got chili powder in it.
Smells like it.
So while this is continuing to thicken up, we're gonna go ahead and roll out those tortillas and get them ready to fry. Because before we move on to stuffing those, we're gonna take those fried tortillas, dip them in this enchilada sauce, and then roll them up with all of our filling. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start rolling these out here. All right, so you wanna roll these nice and thin. So we're gonna take this straight off here and put it into the pan and cook this. You're only gonna cook this for about 20 to 30 seconds on each side, and then it'll be ready. Right, our sauce is made and it's just waiting on us to go. We have Clay back here is finishing up tortillas for me, and we're gonna go ahead and get ready for the ingredients that are gonna be rolled up in the tortillas. Now, of course, we have our Bobcat. I'm gonna take just a second to talk about the Bobcat. We ended up just cutting the Bobcat up and putting it in this roasting pan here with some liquid and seasoning, and then we put it in the oven and cooked it on really low temperature for 8 to 10-ish hours, and then just pulled it off the bone. You can see, I mean, it looks just like pork, same color and the same texture of pork.
Does it taste like pork?
Well, take a bite and tell me what it tastes like.
Tastes kind of like pork.
Yeah, is it Finn approved?
Yes.
Yeah.
Papa would like it.
You think Papa would like it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the Bobcat is a very lean meat, which is why we put it into the oven and just cooked it really slow. But I'm gonna take this out and then just chop it up really fine, and then we're gonna add some green onions to it. We have black olives, green chilies, black beans, some cilantro, cheese, and then our lime juice. We're gonna roll that all that up in here, and then we're gonna put it in the oven and let it bake for just a little while. We're gonna go ahead and slice up some green onions. Some of these are gonna go inside of it, and then some of it's just gonna go on top. Okay, and then we're going to add some black olives into the middle of that. And then we have some green chilies. We're gonna add some of those in there. And then we have some black beans. We're gonna put black beans in as well. Then we're gonna squeeze some lime juice in. And then we're gonna slice up a jalapeno to go in there as well. All right, so we're just gonna mix that up. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and start putting all these together and get these in the oven. All right,
You're gonna dip the whole thing?
I'm just setting them here, be fine. You can just kind of get it. So we're gonna go ahead and put just a little bit of enchilada sauce in the bottom of our pan to keep everything from sticking. This is where it gets messy. So I'm just going to use my hand.
Get a different real tight shot right here. Cool.
We're gonna take these tortillas that I just cooked and we're gonna dip them into the enchilada sauce. Just gonna smear it around on both sides. Then we're gonna put our filling in. So just dip a side into the enchilada sauce. Smeared around. The easiest way to do this is just with your hands. Gonna put our filling in. And then just roll it up and transfer it to the pan. There we go. Go ahead and then put the enchilada sauce on top here. Just put as much as you want on there. I'm gonna squeeze a little bit of extra lime on it. I'm gonna top it with some cheese.
Can I do that?
Can never have, yeah, come on. You can never have too much cheese. Let's just sprinkle it all on top there. There you go, perfect. You're thinking about how good it's gonna be, you're licking your lips. Yep, so do it all over. You want it nice and thick like this. All right, so now we're gonna put some black olives on it. And just sprinkle those all around it. We're gonna do some green onion. Put some green onion on it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put these into the oven on 400 for probably 30 or 45 minutes. I'll just kind of keep a check on it. I want it to be nice and the cheese be browned and bubbly. Once that comes out, we're gonna go ahead and put some cilantro on it, and then it will be ready to eat.
I want it already.
Now, a lot of people think that you can't eat things like bobcat and mountain lion, but that can't be further from the truth. You can eat those animals. To us, those are just another source of protein, you know, of meat for my family. One thing that you do need to know when you are eating any type of animal that eats meat is they have the chance of carrying trichinosis, so you always want to cook it well done. You don't ever want to eat it undercooked or rare or anything like that. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know that's a meal that we really enjoyed. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and also make sure you hit that little bell icon so you're notified when the next one comes out, and we will see y'all guys on the next one.